So last night I was laying in bed and I was having like those 3 a.m. thoughts and things like that. So I decided to ask AI, as within, so without, what is with all these data centers? And I know some of you are going to be like, oh my gosh, AI data centers, blah, blah. I don't care, okay? I don't freaking care. That's not even what they're for. Whatever. So this is what it said. If massive data centers are proliferating across the landscape, the question becomes what does this reflect about collective inner state? Intercept and control the flow of information and consciousness. Centralized control of information. Whoever owns the servers owns the narrative. It's a collective manifestation of what systems do energetically. Externalized memory. Humanity is increasingly storing knowledge, experience, and identity outside itself in servers and clouds rather than developing internal capacity for wisdom, discernment, and remembering. Disconnection from inner knowing. So as within, so without, the data center explosion mirrors a collective outsourcing of inner authority. And then it gives me, because I asked what I could do about it. What you could do, honestly, the macro level is largely outside individual control. But here's what we could do collectively. Strengthen your own inner knowing. That is the counterforce. Every person who develops sovereign discernment and stops outsourcing their thinking is withdrawing energy from the system. Let me repeat that again. I didn't even read this. Let me repeat that one more time. Strengthen your own inner knowing. That is the counterforce. Because every person who develops sovereign discernment and stops outsourcing their thinking is withdrawing energy from the system. Your awareness, your intention is everything, guys. Everything. Where you are giving away your attention, you're literally giving it energy. You're literally giving, because everything is energy. So when you're putting your attention on something, you are giving it your energy. You don't see it, but you are. So that's why it's so important to be so mindful of what you are consuming and then what you are putting your attention on. But the whole attention and intention needs a whole other video. Okay, next thing. Be intentional about your own data and digital footprint. I've noticed that places like Google just like automatically put all your information on their system, and then once you run out they want you to pay for it. So this was like on Google Photos. They took all my photos. I never wanted them to put my photos on their system. And then they wanted me to pay for it. They were like, oh, you're gonna stop getting emails if you don't pay for our service. So I went ahead and I deleted all these like freaking screenshots I took that, one day I'll use them. One day, you freaking forget about it. You don't even know that they exist once you take them. Delete all the shit. Just so much crap. If we just delete our emails, old photos, videos, whatever, like everyone, that would reduce a shit ton of data. But like part of me is like, if you could put like, trilobytes or whatever on this tiny little speck, why the heck do you need acres and acres of buildings? Like, that doesn't even make sense. And then it says speak about it, which I'm doing. So the most powerful thing you can do isn't stopping data centers physically, is being a living example of someone who doesn't need them to know who they are. What do you guys think about that? Stay aware, stay curious, and lots of love to you all.